Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison Cruz, and now that we've been reunited with Cheshire, it's time to take on that so-called good-for-nothing self-proclaimed king of the fairies himself here in Bayonetta Origins. Man, what a title, am I right? The last time on the game, we essentially had our own little solo outing in search of our dear friend, and once we rescued him, we learned the power of restoration magic, which is great and all, but the real prize is at the top of the world's longest dance-powered elevator, at which point we will tow off against the king himself, the one of madness, Mr. Puka. Let's take that punk on.
How'd you like that? Don't think I'm so shabby now, huh?
A cut like this is nothing. But this ribbon isn't so bad.
Cheshire said in a slightly embarrassed voice.
Yeah, I think it suits you perfectly.
And there it is, the final elemental core.
Something made them stop. A strange presence. They were not alone.
Stop! We need to get to a stepping stone to see the ruin in our kingdom. We will not allow him to wake a plastic child from his slumber.
It was the regal fairy from earlier.
Hey, that fairy's speaking our language. I think...
Fine! Her insolence knows no bounds. Repent! For a king's anger, what snoop is not easily questioned.
The regal fairy continued his haughty monologue. Still, his thick accent was nigh unintelligible.
This is hopeless. It must be some kind of fairy dialect. So, what? Are you saying you're the fairy king or something?
Insolence! Before us all, bend the knee. Those with 4 legs bend too. The very trees of Avalon bow before us to pay obeisance. We are Puka the Wise, Puka the Magnanimous. Large or dramatic effect. Puka, the one true king of Avalon Forest.
What? Okay. So it was you who did all that awful stuff to Cheshire. I see a royal behind in need of a good spanking.
Cheshire looked happy to oblige.
Human and demon dare challenge Puka, whose name strikes me across all 3 realms. We should pour down a blast from the heaven and make the world free.
And so the fight begins with Cereza getting abducted, but a simple touch is enough to break free of his grasp, at which point he'll counter with a pretty heavy move, but we can do our own here. So all we have to do is dole out the damage, try to learn what moves he has, and once he gets to half health, thinking maybe he should have started with that, but ooh, he immediately attacks and he has a fire shield. Oh, I'm sorry, Cheshire. That should have busted on through. There we go. Oh my god. The game just slowed down so much. All right, switch back to Stone and finish him.
Now, Cheshire! Back to Paradiso with you! This guy's full of surprises. We'd better run!
All right, the time has come for the ultimate challenge in hand-eye coordination. Just go ahead and make sure you're being very cognizant of each other. They take it easy on you pretty early, but just be careful because you can get kind of messed up by a surprise fiery barrage like that. So go ahead and help each other out by standing on your subsequent buttons and don't walk into the fire. Also, don't run out of magic too. It's not restoring nearly as quickly as I thought, but luckily I can douse it through the walls, such as the power of the aqua stream. And there you go. Getting these guys to step on the buttons is kind of hard sometimes, but as long as you focus on it, it should be fine. So I'm gonna step on this. Of course, Stone Cheshire cannot get hurt by lasers. Oof. Okay, I thought I was gonna get just burned in the face there, but we'll go ahead and douse everything. And now we have to worry about spikes on Cereza's side. So a little bit of fire, and we'll hopefully be fine. This timer is a little bit forgiving, but you don't want to dally for too long. Okay, step on that, douse that, and now we can both proceed forward. Here we go. All right, we made it. Nice. Oh, I have to cross the threshold. There we go. Now it's time for phase 2, and if it's anything like you think it would be, just be prepared for more of the same.
We made it! All right, back to business.
Okay, that could have been really bad. So we now have 2 affinities to deal with, and they don't give a damn about your feelings, so try to take it out as fast as you can. You are gonna basically need to focus on just one of them, but I just end up somehow comboing them both anyways. It looks like one of them has a barrier. And if I could go and switch, that would be fantastic. Sometimes that shift strike doesn't work. There we go. Oh god, this move. Okay, slow moving orbs. Okay, you guys are mean. You know that?
That torture device! If I use my magic to fix it.
We do need to go and run over and fix it. You could do this during battle, but if you get interrupted, it will have to be started over, so just don't worry about it. They give you plenty of time here. Give them a little spray in the face.
Say your prayers!
Oof, what a shot. All right, give him the old Thornbind and the beatdown of the century. do as much damage as you possibly can so that you don't have to do more phases of this. And after a certain point, he's gonna summon reinforcements, and now it's his turn to lay on the barrage. All you have to do is just avoid their many moves because they are gonna be right on top of you. This is definitely where you wanna be running with Cheshire, oof, because if you're not too careful, oh God, the dodge of the sentry, oh my God. There are so many of them. Okay, the only ones that have the fire barrier are the ones who stay, so same thing as before. We gotta go and get these guys taken care of, so long as I can actually cast my magic on them, please. Oof. Man, really wishing I had upgraded my mastery, but that's alright. I'm actually really happy with where we are in terms of collectibles. There we go. Okay, oh geez, that other guy's in the worst possible spot. Thank you, Cheshire. Okay, let's just take it easy. I thought this guy would have already been done by now, but good lord, look at that. It's always the worst when they're on opposite ends of the map. Oh my God.
If it's broke, fix it.
All right, you don't say, huh? Well, let's go run on over there, and this guy stays dazed for a pretty long time, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just maybe start walking back once you've become the rotatos. There we go, get in there.
Back to Paradiso with you. Let's get him.
Should the pyre consume our very self, these interlopers shall go no further.
What's he saying now? I have a bad feeling about this.
The two sensed danger in the fairy named Puka's words and began to run.
Long live the fairy kingdom! Lovely Puka.
What? What was with that guy? What are you on about? What the? Oh, give me a break!
Realizing what had happened, Cereza hurriedly began wiping her face clean. The spectacle was too much for Cheshire. He rolled with laughter.
Oh, now it's personal. That creepy fairy best hope we never cross paths again. Okay, Chucklepuss. Joke's over. All right, let's get a move on.
Cereza frowned and stormed off. Trying unsuccessfully to control his laughter, Cheshire followed after. But each glance at Cereza sent him back into fits of seam-bursting chortles.
And there we have it. Long live the Queen.
Cool.
Another flower container to add to the collection, but of more importance.
The sphere burned with a bright red light. The two had arrived at the final elemental core.
And that's number 4. We destroyed all the elemental cores. You know what that means? Here's the last elemental power. Let's give it a try.
And with that, Cheshire has become unemployed. Yes, he has lost all of his work benefits. Such is the nature of being fired.
Let's go! Awesome!
Yes, I love Fired Cheshire. He can be so useful in a pinch, just maybe not in this early stretch, but we now have the means of obtaining every last collectible this game has to offer and also get rid of some fire. But now it's time for another set of dance-powered elevators to contend with, and a monologue, no doubt.
You think the White Wolf is okay?
Cheshire gave an annoyed snort.
He'll show that smug face of his before long, I'm sure.
Now it's time for our first fight. So I would contend that Fire Cheshire is very similar in his comboing capabilities to water, but also with the strength of stone, just a little weaker. He's got some really incredible finishers, or it's like shotgun fiery rain on their parades and backflips. It's just really a solid fighter for those who are looking for that happy medium between combo potential and strength. So there we go. Boom.
You did it!
Whew. Nicely done, Fire Cheshire. A good first display of your skills, and again, he doesn't really have the combo potential of Wooden Cheshire, but still, it's a very solid pick at this point in the game. So let's go ahead and get rid of these fires.
Cheshire, are you feeling better? Does it still hurt?
I'm fine.
Cheshire said nothing more. But Cereza could have sworn she heard the trace of a faint purr in his voice.
Glad to hear it.
All right, well, we've made it to this innocuous bridge of sorts, and in case you were wondering where we are in relation to the rest of the fortress, not far from where we reconvened with the White Wolf and, did some solid Cereza action. But now it's time to speak to the creature itself.
That owl. You made it out of the fortress.
Cereza let out a sigh of relief. The wolf seemed as energetic as ever.
You're going to take us to Lucaon? We must be getting close. Come on, Cheshire. Hurry!
Okay, well, first things first, we have ourselves a shiny rock that we can do dances in front of. So before we do anything else, we now have a bevy of new skills and abilities to learn, but we actually lack most of the resources to use them with. So I think for the time being, because we're gonna need a lot of onyx roses, we'll go with big pockets first.
Yes!
Oh, they look so cozy. All right, now as for Cheshire, it's breaking my heart to see all this stuff that we could potentially have saved up for, but don't worry, we will have no shortage of infernal fruit soon. It's just, oof, I really love the fire mastery. So for now, just so that we can see the dance, let's take a look at the counter rush.
Cheshire, here you go. Cool!
Ah, it is so triumphant, man. Just that flourish, it just adds on every what way. Now, over here we get to play with the Pyroblast, which is Fire Cheshire's version of the Aqua Stream. It's not as much of a magic guzzler, but if you're not too careful, it is gonna be gone before you know it. But go ahead and destroy the hell out of this stuff, and before you know it, another fight. Go figure.
Get him, Cheshire!
Alright, well, we are no stranger to enemies with elemental barriers, but ice is among one of the most annoying ones, because if you touch it with any other element, you will immediately freeze into place, so you're more or less really forced into using Fire Cheshire for this. But we'll go ahead and be a little careful because, yeah, we're gonna get bum rushed here by several enemies, I think. You can see every time we hit him, there's just like an explosion of ice everywhere. But, oof, look at that. And look at this. Oh, I ran out of magic every time. Get out of there. Oh my God. How did I live? How did I live? Okay, can one of you please? Just let's go ahead and bop him in the face. There we go. All right, now finish him off, please. Please, please.
Perfect!
Whew. Alright, well, I suppose that probably could have been a bit cleaner, but like I said, I don't want to risk getting frozen in the middle of combat just because I wanted to switch to stone and still have ice barrier enemies try to wreck me, so we'll go ahead and destroy more of these frozen trunks. I actually really like the way they look when you destroy them. They just kind of explode, and it's just, it looks cool, you know? Over here, yeah, I'm actually kind of feeling a little frozen too, if I can be completely honest. Well, let's head over here and swap on over, and oops, did not mean to give you a hug, but you can always take one from me, Cheshire, no worries. It doesn't, whoops, it doesn't look like that laser goes out, so it doesn't look like I know how to aim. But what do we have in this special chest?
Cool!
Alright, I'm glad they're still giving us such small numbers there, but you know what, that's fine. We'll be getting plenty in the next few episodes. That's all I'll say. Oh, by the way, don't forget, enemies can be encased in ice, and they will surprise you, and it's not a fun bit of business when they just kind of pop out, but luckily you can still sort of see them in that case. Now over here we have a nice little frozen plant we can dance in front of, bring it back to life. I'm blaring my evanescence, unironically. There we go. Nice. And we're set. Because, ladies and gentlemen,
Morgana's ghostly form appeared. She took one look at Cereza and furrowed her brow.
Cereza, what have you done with your hair?
Sorry. I needed it for something.
Cereza explained how she had used her hair to save Cheshire.
For the sake of the demon? Cereza, never forget who is the master and who the subject. Under normal circumstances, now would come a stern lecture. But that will have to wait for your safe return. My spell is almost complete. I will have you out of that forest soon. Just hold on a bit longer.
Oh. Thanks, Morgana.
The fairies are a formidable foe, but use all I taught you and defeat them. May the moon light your path. Stay safe, Cereza.
Oh, I'll defeat them all right. And after that, I'll meet Lucan, get that power, and send you back.
Cereza and Cheshire exchanged a glance. Getting the power from Lucan would mean the end to their journey. It would mean saying farewell.
Come on. We're almost there.
Chapter 11, The Forbidden Altar. Whew, well, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of an uncomfy conversation with Morgana, but you know what? We are doing our best, and we are going to be saved. We're going to escape this hellscape of a freaking forest, and, you know, get back to the real world. Maybe save Mom, who knows? But if I don't get bodied off of the cliff, we can head up here for a soggy note. Yet another to add to the archive. Perfect. And over here we have a bit of an optional area that we could go off to on the left. But I'm going to continue to destroy everything in my path because it is fun. Now, you don't want to go in here guns blazing necessarily because every single one of these icicles does happen to have an enemy in it. And if you know where to look, you don't necessarily have to fight them. I would like some of these roses though, and if you head all the way back here, you'll notice a strange friend encased in ice. Arguably one of the worst fates one could have while still being sentient and unable to die. How's it going, kid? Can I talk to you? Punk. Thought I was gonna become an icicle. You were an icicle, my friend. Alright. Well, thank you for pooping out those onyx roses. But you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and fight anyways. Why not? We'll just see what we had here. This is probably a mistake, but oh my god, there's long rangers. I can't see what's going on off screen there. There we go. Nice. Oh my god, he just slapped him across the face. Way to go, Cheshire. God. So yeah, once we get you know, a little bit stronger, this is going to all seem much more impressive, but right now, we're fine. So we're going to do some of that. There we go. Nice. We're gonna stay, ooh, fired, because we're gonna be picking up those unemployment benefits. There we go. Oof, look at that, look at him. Oh, right out of midair. This guy's been doing the dance of his people for 20 minutes. Yeah, so completely optional. The only thing that you should really worry about also are the roses. Oh, we got him. We're fine. I'm gonna destroy more of these frozen trees because I don't want to be frozen today. No, count me out, Christopher Lloyd, please. But as we continue through the caverns of JRPG PS1 era goodness, we have another distortion field to go through. And luckily for us, the path is not a long and hurried one. It's just right over here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sleet and Hail. Man, we had a really bad storm here the other night. Not the same one that I was recording on, but a different night, mind you. And we had quarter-sized bits of hail pelting our house, and it was moderately terrifying. Luckily, we don't have to worry about anything like that here. Or do we? Okay. Why do you have a shield, sir? I don't think this was sanctioned. So it's called Hail and Sleet, damn it. Alright, well, we will fight with Wooden Cheshire. There we go. Oh my god. I still love that move so much, just the daze it does on everyone. Okay, so a couple more spawn. That's not very nice. We'll freeze you both. And there you go. Nice. Alright. If we can get them comboed, there we go. Oh, this is looking good. It's looking good. Way to go, Cheshire. Oof. Alright, it's time to take on Murk. This guy is incredibly annoying, so whatever you do, do not give him an inch to move or he'll take a mile. When he freezes, he will be immobilized, but he will also be invincible. So, if you see him freeze, then just don't worry about trying to keep attacking him. He's just gonna go and make your life hell, and not in the good way. So just keep him thorn binded and try to get as much chip damage on him as you possibly can while also maintaining your own magic, because yeah, we only got one hit there and we're not filling up the most magic here. Damn, dude. When he gets to his final bit of health, he's also gonna start wilding out, and he's got a few ultimate moves he can do, including one that he's in the center of the map. Oh wow, he actually attacked for once. Or he could also just zip around really fast at predetermined spots. I think he's doing that now, actually. Okay, stay away from all of these because they will act as like anchors. If you try to attack while he's in this state, you can't. He will Gale Boomerang you out of the way. But, no matter, let's take him out. I said, let's take him out, please. Okay, I see what you're doing there, game. Talk about anticlimactic. I love getting hit into the cutscene. Alright, well, fortunately that's everything we had to deal with. And to send us off, it's yet another flower petal. Go figure. But no real massive song or dance here for us to serenade ourselves out, so I will see you guys on the other side. Oh, well, I don't know about you, but I think we're probably going to make our way down there a bit sooner rather than later. But we're going to do some minor backtracking here so we can go and pick this up. And if... Sorry, Cheshire. Okay, so it is a variety pack. Cool. I am glad I got those pockets then. I was thinking there was probably a reason I had planned to do that, but... let's continue on this way. And if we destroy this frozen bramble, things are going to start looking a little familiar. Welcome back to Jade Hill, ladies and gentlemen. You know where we are, you recognize this place, it's incredible. Now that we have every ability and elemental core at our disposal, 100% of the game is attainable, or you could just head straight to the end. We have 2 chapters left to contend with, and there are still secrets to be found, new areas that we haven't even visited yet, and a slew of interesting challenges still yet to do. So the next few episodes are going to be more or less focused on that, which I'm sorry to say is probably going to take a while, but I think it's still well worth the exploration, you know, saving all the wisps and, you know, getting all the treasure. Now this guy, unfortunately, was drowning. This one actually was under the water.
You're not hurt?
And his name is Sprout. Don't tell me it's that because he's got, you know, an abnormally large sprout coming out of his brain, right? It's not because he has like a funny baby tooth or something, right? Well, you can keep going backwards if you want. It'll just take you to a dead-end area because you can't ever access that early sort of game area ever again for some reason. Not entirely sure why that is, but we'll make our way up. And I'll try to do things as concisely as possible and not just go from like point A to point B, but the way that this game has its map laid out, things are extremely confusing to sort of try to explain to someone unless you show them, you know, hey, from this sanctuary you can get jump scared by an asshole. Are you good? I hope you're satisfied. Thank you for interrupting me, I suppose. I wish I had seen ya. Okay. Well, I don't even know where I was going with that. Probably just that it's gonna take a while and it's gonna be confusing as hell. But I do want to run up here because, if I'm not mistaken, it is another small child in distress. How's it going, friend? Probably not great, huh? Oh my god. Alright. Fancy Pants Chiatsu? Alright. Rattles. Why is your name Rattles? Maybe I don't want to know, honestly. And this probably just leads to a dead end, so all in all, kind of a disappointment. This little frozen chest there. That was frozen today.
Yes!
Ooh. And we're doing pretty nicely on our recuperation here. That's not too bad. Oh, and we have one of these. Beautiful. Oh, you're bringing in the doubles again. God dang it. All right. There we go. So, oh, that wasn't a double. It gave me the jukebox hero. All right, well, it also gives me a ton of onyx roses, so there you go. It's so funny. Sarah and I were talking about something the other day, and she actually used that term. Like, she got jukebox heroed, and I was like, wait, isn't that something I say? And I didn't realize it was like a term that I had coined or anything, but I'd never heard her say it. I've never heard anybody else say it. That's just a stupid thing I say. But I thought it was adorable. I rub off on her, you know, in more ways than one. Okay, well, we are back to the sanctuary, and I think before we end things off, we still have another conversation to have.
You've finally done it, miss.
A voice echoed through the trees. It was one of the rare sounds in this forest that put Cereza's heart at ease.
Ignis!
Congratulations on destroying all four cores. You've put those fairies in a right kerfuffle.
We couldn't have done it without you, Ignis. Your advice really helped us out.
Just doing my part. I told you, it's my job to know the goings-on in Avalon. I must say, though, I'm honestly quite impressed you made it this far.
We've seen so much of this forest. I dare say we know more about it than you.
Maybe you're right. Next time I'll ask you for directions. I've been waiting a long time for someone like you, miss.
Waiting? Why?
You see, I've lived in Avalon Forest for ages now. It used to be such a beautiful, lovely place. The fairies changed that. They corrupted this forest and terrorized its inhabitants. I've seen them do such horrible things, powerless to do anything but watch. That's why I've been waiting for someone to wake us from this bad dream. I'd have done it myself if I still...
Ignis, were you...
Sorry, I got carried away for a second. Ahead lies that which the fairies have fought so hard to keep from you. I believe it is what you entered this forest to find.
Do you mean Lucaon?
Go Come, the seal to the altar is now broken. Be safe, you two. May Avalon's blessing be upon you.
Oh, well, thank you, Ignis. That was so kind of you. But ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for our time here in Bayonetta Origins. Join me here next time as we go on a wild ragtag trip across the world and collect everything we have missed. It's going to be a bit of a lengthy endeavor, but I'll try to make some ways to make it entertaining, alright? My name is Allison Cruz, and as I take a nice little nap next to our fiery friend, I hope to see you guys here next time. Take care, everybody.